Hello, I'm going to talk about how blockchain is useful in context of Indian pharma industry and how it could help resolve these critical challenges. Now, here is the typical supply chain for a typical pharma company. Most of these companies maintain some type of system to track their raw material or the finished medicine up to a pharmacy or a big hospital. Now, this chain breaks when it comes down to the patients. Most companies have no idea who is consuming these medicines. In fact, if I stretch it, most of these companies may actually challenge the idea of knowing the end consumers. They don't think it's important for them. Then there are legitimate sources who supply drugs, and there are those who push counterfeit medicines in the market. For an end consumer, it is not easy to check these drugs which this person buys over the counter. And therefore, the two big challenges that exist in the market today are: one, the counterfeit drugs sold to the patients. Now, this is critical. People die because of consumption of these drugs. The second big challenge is that there is virtually no patient data for the companies. They are limited to industry reports and scientific research data. Now, how can blockchain help here? It is not only blockchain but also big data. But before I talk about a possible roadmap to achieve it, let me share a glimpse in the future solution. So imagine a consumer purchasing a pill from a nearby pharmacy. Before he pays, he takes his smartphone out and scans the QR code on the strip. The app warns him for a possible counterfeit case. This is similar to what we have already done in the travel industry with PNR. Each pill is uniquely tracked with a unique identifier. And since each pill is uniquely tracked, we could also provide info like expiry date, batch information, dosage, salt, something similar to what 1mg is doing. Of course, it will be more contextual in this case. Now, because there is an app involved, and the app resides on a phone that is linked with a phone number, we could therefore track a lot of things about this consumer. We could track demographics, we could track where he stays, what is his location, we could track social behaviors, we could track, is he a traveler, for example, we could track his health data, we could track whether he has taken insurance or not, for example. And then we could employ these sophisticated big data tools to gain insights around consumer behavior. Our understanding of the whole consumer base could raise many folds because of these insights. The data, along with other industry data, maybe other research reports, actually can push new business models for these pharma companies. For example, pharma companies might choose to enter into a new type of insurance, or pharma companies may try and harvest social collaborations in the health sector. And these are just examples. But the new avenues around business models might shift because of these insights. Okay, let's talk about how can we achieve this using technology. A possible roadmap on a very broad level must have at least 3 stages. 1, we have to onboard pharma companies and the regulators to this idea. That's the first stage. Second, we have to understand the common paradigm around supply chain, build a core research team who could perform POCs on QR code integration at each step of the chain, and see how we can bring life to this idea. And then stage 3 is where we build MVPs around consumer mobility. We also have to build some models around data analytics, which pharma companies see value in. Of course, these are broad ideas. We have to debate and we have to get more insight around if this use case could be a possibility. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any thoughts or questions around this. Thank you.